Okay, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, we're going to do another Andrew Gillum report. I believe this is my fifth one. And it's because the story won't die. That's because there's so many unanswered questions. People are still wondering what happened to Andrew. And I found out a lot. I'm going to show you a lot. But first, I have to admit that I didn't do what I normally do when I run across these stories, and that is investigate them. I took the story at face value, and I assumed that the pictures were what they were and that the story happened, the way it happened. And it did. It generally did. But I did it because these were Democrats. And I get so much of this stuff from the Democrats, hotel rooms, sneaking down on their wives, boyfriends. We get these stories all the time from the Democrats, so it's very easy to believe these stories. But I found a little more about Andrew. We're going to go into this. And then I'm going to show you a quick clip and some more pictures, and we're going to get out of there. We're going to hopefully do this under 10 minutes. But anyway, Andrew was in a spat over money. The people of Florida would know this story, okay? But most of us throughout the country wouldn't know this. But Andrew Gillum was in a spat with some very rich donors over money. He ran off with their money. And so Andrew got into a lot of trouble. These people were very mad at him. The lead guy was an attorney named John Morgan, and he was the one that Andrew was in the Twitter spat with. They were going back and forth with. John threatened to sue him. It's a lot here. I'm going to go through that. I'm going to show John Morgan talking about Andrew Gillum taking his money, and then I'm going to show you some more pictures, and we're going to get out of here. But anyway, this is back last year in August. John Morgan to Andrew Gillum, show me my money. He's not registering voters. He's promoting himself. He's the lawyer with perhaps the most best-known mug in America. But the ubiquitous smile turned into a scowl Wednesday. John Morgan kicked off his lunch speech at the Capitol Tiger Bay Club in Tallahassee, reminiscing about the political figures he'd encountered since his student government days at the University of Florida. Now 63, he spoke glowingly about the former governors, Leroy Collins, Bob Graham, Jeb Bush, Charlie Crist. He put all these guys in power. This is one of these donors, one of these rich donors that put all these guys in power and help people with their political career. He was trying to help Andrew Gillum. He even acknowledged grudging respect for now Senator Rick Scott and former House Speaker, now Education Commissioner Rick Cochran. But Morgan would spend the next 20 minutes of his talk excoriating Tallahassee's favorite son and 2018 Democrat gubernatorial candidate nominee, Andrew Gillum. Okay, I'm going to show you a piece of that speech. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's like 30 minutes long, but I'm going to pick some clips out for you. Despite considering Gillum's platform too far to the left, and off-putting for many Floridians, Morgan and his firm reached into their deep pockets and gave the candidate $1.7 million. Then Morgan personally gave another $250,000 after a last-minute plea for money from the campaign. The promise was, we're going to spend it and we're going to win, and the values that you value are going to have a chance to be leading Florida, Morgan said. He was not my first choice. He was not my second choice. He was not my third choice, Morgan told the crowd. When he got the nomination, here's my feeling. Wouldn't it be awesome for an African American to be the governor of the state of Florida? I was on board with that. Morgan and the other last gasp donors would later learn that after losing the election, Gillum was sitting on $3.7 million pile of money, leftover cash, that the failed candidate wasn't going to be giving it back, When the powerful Orlando trial lawyer asked Gillum for his money back, Morgan said he was told no. Gillum has since said he will use the money to fund a campaign to register 2 million voters. Okay, now I'm going to show you the quick Twitter beef that they were going through, and then we're going to show the clip of him talking. This is what they were going through. This is May. If Andrew Gillum uses the money to promote himself in a phony registration folly, we will all see right through it, and whatever office you have in your sights will never materialize. He's saying, what he's saying is Andrew's keeping the money. He knew he kept the money he wanted the money instead of the office, in other words. He's saying that he kept the money, sacrificed the governor's office in order to get in office later and have the money at the same time. He just wanted the money. Can you ever imagine asking for one of us to donate after this? So they're going back and forth. Here's John Morgan again. But use the $3.5 million in a fund to pay. He's telling them to use the $3.5 million in a fund to pay felony poll tax. They were trying to get them to pay for the felons their tax, because they have to pay to re-register to vote in Florida. A lot of felons didn't have the money, so he wanted them to pay for the felons' tax so they could vote again, so they could vote for Democrats. Become a national hero and register more voters than you could ever hope to. That's what he was trying to get Gillum to do with the money. But anyway, here's another one. Orlando attorney John Morgan spars with gubernatorial runner-up Andrew Gillum on Twitter. John Morgan is for the people unless that person is Florida gubernatorial runner-up Andrew Gillum. The two engaged in a Twitter spat over the weekend surrounding Gillum's use of campaign funds. Gillum transferred some $500,000 in campaign funds to his nonprofit, Forward Florida Action. The funds originally meant for the campaign will now be hidden from the public eye because the nonprofit does not have to disclose spending. So you see why these people are mad. I would be mad. Okay? Andrew took their money and didn't give it back. The organizations plan to register and re-engage 1 million Democrat voters in time for the 2020 election, according to Tallahassee reports. Morgan tweeted, "Does anyone believe anything that comes out of this dude's mouth?" Okay? So you see there's a fight going on. All right? So here's what Andrew replied. John, you remember when you called me to drop out and work for Phil because you couldn't let Gwen win? You only care about transactions and distractions. This is Andrew Gillum talking to a person who he took $3.5 million from. I don't live on your plantation, and I don't take advice from Trump impersonators and DeSantis suck-ups. Okay? So that's the guy. Now I'm going to show you John Morgan talking. I want you to see this guy. This is him right here. And I want you to see him talking about Andrew. I'm just going to show you 3 quick clips. It's a 30-minute video, 40-minute video. I'm not going to show the whole thing. But I want you to see him talking about Andrew.
So irritated with Andrew Gillum is because he took our money and never used it.
You see, he says our money. This is a donors club. These are a bunch of wealthy people who Andrew got money in his pocket.
He was not my first choice. He was not my second choice. He was not my third choice. I couldn't get Gwen on board with marijuana. I couldn't get, the mayor of Miami Beach on board with marijuana, so I just sat back. But Andrew is certainly not my first, second, or third choice. But when he got the nomination, here was my feeling. Wouldn't it be awesome for an African American to be the governor of the state of Florida? I was on board with that. Wouldn't it be great for a governor to be here at a time when women's rights to control their own bodies is going to be so under assault?
Okay, then let me show you another clip. I'm just wanting because I want to keep on Andrew Gillum. Here's another one. I got another one about right here. Okay, I want to stay on Andrew Gillum's where he's talking about Andrew.
Is that money that we gave him, that we trusted him with, that same money that Ron DeSantis was using at the very end, every last dime, and that Rick Scott again in this election against Bill Nelson using every last dime. He kept that money and didn't use it. And even if you didn't use it, you say, well, give it back. I gave it to you to use for ads and give it back. No. I'm going to register 2 million people to vote. Really? How many of you registered? Jeff Green called me a few weeks ago. He said, this called me from St. Harbor. He goes, did you know Andrew Gillum kept our money? I said, yeah, I did. He got another guy on the phone named Don Peoples. He said, did you know Andrew Gillum kept our money? I said, yeah.
Okay, you see, it's more than one people. It's a group of people that are pissed at Andrew Gillum because he kept their money. Okay? And the Democrats are not nice people. You don't cross these people. If it was Hillary, he'd be dead by now.
Yeah, I did. This Andrew Gillum kept that money to promote Andrew Gillum. I gave my money to promote the things I believe in. And then when he gets cornered and I call him out, he says, I don't live on his plantation. Okay? When he was called out for ethics violations, you know what he said? I don't live on his plantation. And then he pled guilty to the ethics violations.
All right, I'm going to show you one more clip, and then we're going to get out of here on this one. Then we're going to go to the photos, okay? I'm going to show you one more clip, because he's just talking about Andrew, and that's what we're talking about.
Diminish real claims. Because I'm in the business of race discrimination and gender discrimination and age discrimination. And when you do that, you diminish real claims. And if he does decide to run, I do believe I have a cause of action. I do believe I will sue him to get that $3.7 billion back for the ones who gave it at the end, and I do believe I'll win. So that's all I'll say.
Okay, guys, it's a great speech, actually. It's pretty funny. It'll have you laughing. But these are serious people whose Andrew took money from. Okay, so anything can happen. It's an inter-democratic fight. These are all Democrats, but the Democrats are dirty. Okay, now I'm going to go back over the pictures because I looked at the pictures the wrong way the first time. And I'm very good with pictures. I go through a lot of articles and stuff like that, so I learned to watch pictures and pay attention to pictures. And these pictures do appear to be staged, okay? The things are put in place to be found, okay? Like the pills. Look at the pills. Pills are on the floor and on the bed. Pills are on the counter. Okay, everything is there to be found. It does look staged to me. It appears to be staged. But here's Andrew Gillum. He's passed out, okay? Andrew Gillum's completely passed out. Somebody's standing over him, and somebody's has their foot on his hand. So it looks like he's actually being posed, okay? He's completely out, so he doesn't know anybody's photographing him. So this looks like a trophy photo to me. It looks like a victory lap, like they got who they wanted. That's what it appears to me as. So, you know, listen, man, you play, you pay. You take these people's money. I'd give it back if they asked for it back. Andrew didn't give it back. So I'm not saying these people did anything. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I just know how the real world works, man.